Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1704 of our daily content grind. So yesterday, we had an incredibly packed news day thanks to Takara announcing and showing off a whole bunch of new stuff. And one thing we had to kind of gloss over, otherwise it would have been like a 40-minute news roundup, was the announcement of a brand new series of Wild King toys being called Wild King W, which is fascinating to me because number one, we kind of agreed, like, look at some of the packaging style that definitely has some like Korean robo going on to it. Like, especially if I take a look at like the big boxes, like it absolutely gives me like, it gives me a little bit of Mini Force vibes. It gives me some Metal Cardbot vibe. So it definitely feels like they're going for a particular market with this, which is fascinating considering the original intention of this was just kind of a kids line to replace Transformers Earthspark. But you know what? This is the kind of line that's just a really fun toy to mess with. So I love the original Wild King run. I have all but one figure. I'm one Abyss range short of having the entire line, and it bugs me. It bugs me. Oh, and don't scratch that. They did a repaint wave. I didn't get that wave either. But point being, I am really happy to see it continue. And to continue the previous thread. The idea of just calling it Wild King W, that again feels like a very Korean robot line thing to do. Similar to how they would number like Sailor Moon seasons, identify Sailor Moon seasons. You had Sailor Moon R, Sailor Moon S. Korean lines do that too. So like Metal Cardbot is currently doing Metal Cardbot W. So this has been interesting to see play out and just get a day's worth of people's opinions on it. Because generally, like, if you like your Wild King, it's really exciting to see that the line's going to continue. And also, I am misspoken from my original run. So apparently a lot of these are brand new moldings, even though the heads kind of resemble some of the previous characters. We are getting completely new characters. It's not as simple as just, oh, we made some new animal parts and we threw them together. Like any of the other Wild King figures, they have had a lot of additional parts from previous molds, but a lot of new stuff too. So we're just I'm gonna go in detail like I would have liked to have done on Monday. And we're just gonna talk about Wild King being back and what this means. So we don't have any like cartoon announcement or anything. So far, it just seems like it's a continuation of a toy line that probably went over better than Takara expected if they're rolling out a whole new series for it. So we'll just go down the list, shall we? So we have Silvertale, who seems to be the new Lightel in that it's going to get packed in with a main figure. It's an Arctic wolf, and I love this. I really think these molds do well when they have like complementary colors in just multiple tones. So blue in multiple shades across this works really, really well. The hits of gold I like. The choice of gray I really like. That sets off really nice. Like the paint. It's a really nice sculpt. It's a really nice wolf. Oh, and just the idea of like you can connect it to the mouth so he can like he can Zorro wield it, which is kind of funny. There's the arm mode. Individual mode, like that's a nice look. I really like the look of this bot. I mean, it's a very cool design. The more I look at it, does it have an actual face or is it just one like interestingly shaped visor? It's the paintwork on the face does make it a little bit hard to tell. Either way, I still like this. It's still a really nice new figure for the line. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of examples of him combining onto Rex Blade, by the way. Like, they're going to just show all of them as an arm on Rex Blade, and they're going to show this. So some of the images are going to get repetitive. But yeah, that's a really nice design. Okay, it's a separate nose and two eyes. Just, it's the nose is the same color as the helmet. Got it. Yeah, I'm really happy with how he looks. I do like the tail too. The tail actually makes a very nice little sword. There are some that are just repaints. Now, all the fresh stuff, yeah. I kind of misspoke on Monday. I thought some of them were reusing heads and such, but no, any of the ones that are straight repaints using reusing the original heads and stuff, that is going to be a completely new iteration of the original character. So here's Lightlong, but Lightlong is now fire type. It's like regional Pokemon. So like, this is like the opposite of like a Alolan Vulpix. It was electric type in the first run. Now it's fire type. It's a it's a weird one. I'm not going to lie. It's a weird one. Do we have? Yeah, there's the giraffe mode. Red giraffe is interesting. Like the orange does kind of blend to like a more natural color for it, but something about the super long, bright red neck and head looks so weird and alien. I mean, the robot mode, I think, is where this pays off. I do really like the look of that robot mode. Again, they're just going for a lot of warm tones. Everything plays off of each other. We're going to get into some that are contrasting. You'll see what I mean. It's a very different take, but I'm not against it. He looks neat. I do like the overall look of him. Also, this does mean that you can have some more symmetrical stuff without buying like straight up duplicates. That part I like too. So if you want to mix and match this with like the original Lightlong, now you got some part options, which is kind of cool to have. Here's where we get into a few weird ones. So this is Lava Emulator. Very awkward name. I'm actually really glad to see that the ones that were originally contained to the 2-packs for the evil versions, like your Shadow Megatron, your Nemesis Prime, I'm really happy to see that they've actually released those individually with new color schemes. That said, I'm not sure this one works. So like yellows and greens can work, right? So like I really like putting a little bit of yellow with my like green coded characters. This I think clashes a little bit too much. Like there's something about being the dark green and the mustard yellow that's not quite meshing for me. In robot mode, it's okay. The hits of green give me Christmas, but everything else is okay here in the robot mode. This is not too much of an issue. It's the bull mode where this looks weird. It looks like the bull is wearing like a jacket. Like it's just wearing some kind of sweater or blanket in green to just cover up the rest of it. It's cold. It's cold this season. So no, I do understand. I do understand why. Like there's they have to avoid making it look like the plant type or the or what I can't remember what they call it. Like I'm looking at the notes on my second monitor and it says grass type, and I think that's literally just that might be it, but it also feels very Pokemon to call it a grass type. I don't know, this was not hitting me as much, which is weird because like I should really like the color schemes on it. It's just it's the awkwardness of like the bull parts being that weird yellow color. I don't know. This one doesn't hit me as well, but that's just me. It's a personal preference thing. Again, like I've said, I'm glad that the mold itself is available without having to buy a big expensive 2-pack. And again, this is another one that was originally out of a 2-pack. So Frost Saber ground version. So it's rock type essentially now, or ground type. And see, here we go with like more complementary colors again. This is where I think these do the best. The overall look is really, really nice. I do like the brown shades together. It's done a pretty good job of keeping that. They want to keep the Frost Saber part. Like they want him to actually look like a new version of the same character, but they want to keep the identity. So we still have the ice blue mixed in, which of course has to be the color of his fangs. Again, color like that typically clashes a little bit. The bright blue and the browns are a little bit weird, but I don't mind them here. I don't mind them as like a big like highlight and accent. And just to keep that element of ice in the character despite his new elemental typing, I think that's acceptable. I do find that acceptable. Also, it's funny to me that like a lot of these are keeping the motif of like the bad guys, like the more like Megatron aligned. Those have their chest shield. It's all pointed to the right shoulder. The good guys point to their left shoulder. Just so you keep that in mind. Because it'd be real easy to just go, well, you know, did you see the ending of the last episode? No, everyone's kind of a good guy now. But they're keeping that motif, which I think is an interesting little choice. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. This one works for me. Now getting to cool stuff. Now we get to cool stuff. So, let's see, where's the name on this one? Cobalt Wing. Interesting. So, I do like adding a pteranodon to the lineup. Like, and it's different than the previous, right? Am I even getting that right? I mean, it looks more like a Quetzalcoatlus. Let me double check. Make sure I get this right, or else someone is going to, like, string me up by my toes in the comments section. How dare you get the dinosaur wrong? Quiet. Quiet, Red Claw. Quiet. It's a tiny little toy. I'm trying to make sure it's right. Yeah, so I was right. It's supposed to be it's a Quetzalcoatlus. Good to know. It's good to know I actually could identify that. Now, then we are making the sacrifice here of that's not even close to how Quetzalcoatlus was shaped, but this is from an alien planet. We'll give it a break. I like the vaguely pterosaur head sculpt that they've gone with here. That kind of amuses me. Like, I kind of like that in a weird way. It is very reminiscent of like Thunderwing or Thunderbeak last time on the original run, and I don't mind the colors except for this like weird salmon red thing that's going on. I'm not sold on that. I mean, two-tone blue is always going to be a good thing for me, the Mega Man coded brain that I have. I don't know, that shade just seems off. You know, it's not really working for me. But fortunately, it's just a highlight. It's not terribly distracting. Like, thankfully, the blue is just incredibly dominant in this. So this is fine. This is fine. Not quite my taste, but, you know, it's not like offensive to me or anything. Yeah, and then I accidentally went to the next slide over, which this is everyone. Everyone DM'd me on this one. Hey, look, an Ankyosaurus is coming out, and it's green. Yes, it's two-tone green, with a bit of bronze thrown in, just for good measure. Yes, I quite like this, and yes, geez, who knows what it's going to cost to get things imported by the time this comes out? Hey, hi, I live in America. It's changing daily. But I am going to make an effort to grab this. Of course I am. It's a Transformers Ankyosaurus. It's a really nice one, and it's in ideal colors for me. I love this thing. This is, again, where I thought they were reusing a head sculpt because this was a Viking horn helmet going on. But no. This is completely new. So I believe this one's called Grass Hammer or Leaf Hammer. Where's my cheat sheet? Plant Hammer. It's even more generic. The name is not my taste. Plant Hammer. It does sound like a Pokemon attack, even though I know one of the things I just mentioned, like Wood Hammer, is a thing in Pokemon. You know what? I will still take it. I do like the overall look of it. I mean, I take gold over the brown, but I don't think the brown hurts it here. Gives it a little bit more of an earthy tone. Yeah, I'm just super happy with that. And that means you can add like a big club weapon to the end of like your combiner fist. That's a cool take. I like that too. He just looks neat. This is like spot on what I was hoping they would do. Yeah, more Ankylosauruses and Transformers, please. Like, hey, you know how we're getting like Slash as a Voyager class? Can we give Scar something, please? Give a little bit of love to Scar, please. Yeah, I'm going for this one. I will go for this one however I need to. Captain Vulca is back with an aqua version. I'm not sure how I feel about that. He's got a similar, like, off shade of red going on. Not quite to the salmon that we saw before. It's a neat take. It's very different from his original, right? Like the original one being so just like dominantly red, and now this, like, it's a really nice change up. And the blue shades I do like. It's not quite the two-tone blue we just saw. You get a little bit more of like, yeah, like there's a dash of green. So it's like it's going into the teal for the light blue, and the dark blue is more like a navy blue, like a really dark. So it's not a bad color combination. Gives him more like a almost a pirate vibe with the eye patch, more so than he had before. This one I like too, though. This one I like too. This is gonna give these combiners so many color options. Like you see all these, like there's color all over the place. Really kind of reminds me of like the old Mugenbein candy toys that we used to talk about on this channel. Like kind of gives me that vibe, seeing them like all the colors everywhere and the whole thing pieced together. Here's another one where I thought I really mistook the head. I thought this was Drill No Horn's head. No, it's a completely new guy. Electivice. Or Electivice. The names for this line are either really weirdly generic sounding, or they are very hard to get across the tongue. And behold, our very first Transformers hippo. And I love that his helmet is vaguely hippo shaped because you can see the teeth coming down the visor. That's such a fun little touch. Yeah, like we've never had a hippo. For whatever reason, I've been watching my friends' streams lately, and like they're Transformer people too. And they look at those streams going and like, and more in both of the streams, they've recently talked about how there's no hippo transformer, and they both came to the same conclusion of, well, why didn't anyone think to retool Rhinox back in the day? And I think part of that just comes from the fact that I'm not sure hippos were the most popular mammal at the time. Oh, these days we have Mudang, you know, so like everyone's all about hippos at the moment. They're far more prevalent. But I do like the overall look on this one. The black and yellow get across an electric vibe so well. I really do like that. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, it's the same body that they use for all their heavy animals. So, like, that's the one thing with Wild King, is that the bots and the bodies do feel a little bit repetitive because it's the same body every time. It's just very cleverly used. But I do like it. I do like it. I'm happy that we're actually getting like a little bit of fresh animal that the franchise has not seen before. It's a neat little twist and touch. And then we come to the star of the entire thing. This is Energy Master Rex Blade. And again, I'm seeing a lot of Korean robot toy here. I'm also seeing more effort than the previous run. So I'm already seeing like it's far more detailed, obviously. But you also have a lot of cool effects like ankle tilt, which, you know, is kind of nice to have in a Transformer. I really like the look of him. He looks like such a cool bot. And he's doing this really fascinating trick. Like, I really want to know how this toy works, in how like the shoulder becomes the tire, and I can figure that out. But then you see that the tire has opened up and has become the forearm too. And we've seen from the stock photos, the wheel does work. Like, they even indicate that it works. I don't know how Takara engineers pulled that off, and I want to see how. And then I want to see if that tech and that trick can be applied to give us a monster truck transformer, because we haven't had one of those in forever. The T-Rex mode looks cool. I'm really happy they went with something completely unique and original for this, when they very, very easily could have just made this Grimlock. And we know they repainted the Energy Masters before. Would not surprise me if they had just did this as a Grimlock retool at some point. Like, they even have a faceplate on them. they could get away with it. And then the car mode too. I love that it's a triple changer. Like, we've gotten this confident that we're doing triple changers as Energy Masters now. Because remember, he still has to become the torso. He still has to become a torso. Now I do, and granted, it's very transmetal in the fact that it's just like vaguely his beast mode in a rolling configuration. But I still like the extra effort. I like the added feature that the toy can do. It is a really, really cool design. I like that he still has ports attached too. Like, he still has ports exposed. Like, you could still attach you could still attach energy beasts to him. Yeah, just, man, it's just such a cool design. I love the combine mode too. It's very different. Like, it's doing the same trick, but aesthetically, it's hitting so differently than Optimus and Megatron did. And I like how it has the 5 spots for the chest plates. I like how it's built in. Like, you don't need the flyer's extra component to attach 5 at once. Technically, I think if you want to attach his tail to like the bottom jaw of the T-Rex, you could probably fit like 9 on here. Man, it's such a cool line. It's such a cool line. I like that they're continuing the 2-packs too, because like, you are going to be able to get these guys. Where's the 2-pack box? Yeah, it's there. So we had some repetitive images that threw me off. Yeah, so you're going to be able to get Rexblade and Silvertale together, which is nice to just have, like, here's the whole experience in one box. Guys, I didn't think this toy line would continue. I thought this toy line would be done after just 1 year. I'm thrilled that it's continuing. I'm thrilled that it's getting completely new toys. It really has me curious, just like, what else do they plan? Is there going to be another series? Because the original one did leave off on a cliffhanger. Are we going to get repaints or retools of this guy for a Grimlock or a Beast Wars Megatron? Who knows? We got so many things we can do with this line. I hope it just keeps going, because the more they make, the more variety all of them have. It's just one of those lines that gets better the longer it goes. So good luck to Wild King W. Hopefully importing doesn't suck over the course of, by the time the year's out, so I can actually get some of these. And with that, we're going to call it a video. So thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Hello everyone, I am Astral Agent Magnetar, a Tokusatsu VTuber, and I am streaming 4 times a week over on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoons, and a special late night one on late Friday/early Saturday. So come watch, come hang out, and let's make an impact together.